at this point, we're all interested in what's real and what's unreal. And this awakening that's happening is exactly this. There can be no awakening except to what is real. So I really only want to talk about what's real and what we don't know. And that's fine not to know. I don't think that we're going to get to some kind of awakening or salvation. In other words, like I said, knowing the truth, speaking of the truth, living in truth, by placing all of our faith in anything in the world, right? So we don't know for sure who's good and who's bad. We don't know who's telling the truth, who has good intentions, evil intentions, what's good for us. What we do know is that more freedom, freedom of speech, more prosperity, less difficulty in earning money and keeping our money and buying food and shelter. What we do know is healthy, strong relationships. These things are good, abundant energy, basically living with some degree of freedom and ease so that we can go about our lives and make the most of our limited time here. And so anyone who's on the side of more freedom of speech, truth, justice, is on the right side. But at the end, we have to stay loyal to the result. The result that we're looking for is truth, honesty, transparency, and love. And really that the top priority, or the place to really look, is within your own life, in your own heart. How do you actually feel inside? How are your relationships with your family, with your partner, with your children, with your boss, with your friends? How is life? Do you feel good? Are you enjoying life? Are you doing good things for people? Are you helping people to feel better, to grow? Are you creating? Are you encouraging others to create? So I'll take a little pivot here and let's talk about Trump. Let's talk about the white hats. A couple things happened in the past couple days. The assassination attempt. A lot of us are starting to ask questions about whether it was staged. Now, staged by the good guys for the right reasons, staged maybe because the bad guys were going to carry this out and they're trying to preempt the assassination from happening. A lot of good reasons for why you might stage something like that, but at the end of the day, it is a fictitious thing. And I believe there are elements to this that are planned, just based on the channels I'm following and the people that I trust for all these past several years. We know that Trump said certain things about the lockdowns, about COVID, about the jab, that many of us who are awakened to the reality of the jab, of the healthcare system, of WHO and those in power, we know that was not the right side to be on. And we know he pushed a lot of that and never has corrected or really apologized for it or anything. So it's never really come clean and transparent on that. Now, I guess we're in the middle of a war, right? There's good guys, there's bad guys, and what they're telling us and what I believe, although I don't know this for sure, so it's not in the category of things I know, things that are real. I believe that there has been a lot of evil in the world. Of course, there has been. The food, the food supply is mostly toxic and poisonous, right? The healthcare system, the doctors are really trying to harm us and kill us more than to heal us. The media lies about everything. They tell us the exact opposite of what is true, and that's been the case for some time. We know, for example, that the actors or the musicians you followed prior to COVID, how they lined up in lockstep, how they've been corrupted by this system to all go along and champion the lockdowns and the masks. We can see that they're not speaking the truth. They're not on the side of truth and awakening and good, because that's against freedom, and it's not even true. So why don't we just kind of back away At least I've decided to kind of back away, and especially now with the J.D. Vance pick. I don't like him. I don't know that much yet, but from what I see, there's a lot of questions, and there's probably a lot better people out there. You know, I don't want to judge it. I don't know. I trust the side that Trump's on, that Elon Musk is on. But let's face it, this is a movie. This is a movie. So why do we believe that Biden is a fake character in a mask, but Trump is real? That, you know, that Biden is a character in a mask, that Kamala Harris may be a character, but J.D. Vance is real, right? If it's a movie, then everything's part of the movie. And we don't know who's in charge. They say the military is in charge. Okay, we don't know this for sure because we've not been told the truth. The truth might be that we learn, as a collective, as humanity, we learn not to put our faith in politicians, not to put our faith in anything centralized, any centralized authority, because the authority we know is within. The authority to speak your truth, to be yourself, your authentic self, to love the way you do, to welcome truth, to create beautiful relationships, to create, right? This is what your life is all about. And so often in the past few years, this side of things have been put on hold, and I'm guilty of this. Guilt is the wrong word. I've done this. You know, I've waited for things to be fixed, for us to all be saved by the good guys. I've done this, and it's not the right way. So we might very well find out that the message here, you know, if we're talking about the Great Awakening, doesn't that mean we all get to a place where we're all wrong? We're all wrong, right? There's no good force in the world that we're supposed to maybe revere and trust to that level. We're supposed to trust in that spiritual divine within, the I am within, the love we feel, the creative force that is life. That's awakening. To put our faith in the dimension of the spiritual, the non-tangible, the non-physical, right? So anybody asking us to unconditionally trust a politician, which is obviously, it's politics, there's not a whole lot of truth involved, or at least there's some level of dishonesty involved. We have to put that aside and, you know, vote how you want to, vote how you believe. But at the end of the day, maybe the point of the Great Awakening is that we all actually awaken. Maybe we're all wrong. Maybe that's the coming together of humanity. But until we know that for sure, until they actually tell us the truth, or someone tells us who's in charge, could be not human entities in charge. We don't know. But until that, I think it's a good time. I think why not focus on the parts of our lives, on what is real in the reality. And that's what I'm going to be talking about.